Welcome to the Walter Pyramid for Long Beach State Women's Volleyball. I'm Bruce Kuntz alongside JayDe Beaudry, and you are listening to 22 West Radio. It's a rivalry game tonight between two of the most storied programs in the nation. The Beach are set to face off with Hawaii in a game that is being shown nationally on ESPNU. Long Beach has won 10 of their last 11 games after taking down UC San Diego in 4 sets last night. One storyline to watch tonight is how Natalie Regan deploys her setters. Sophomore Maddie Maxwell has been the primary setter all season, and she leads the Big West in assists. But Regan benched Maxwell midway through last night's match in favor of sophomore Maddie Collins. Collins provided a spark that turned around the Long Beach attack and eventually led to the victory, but it's Maxwell who's back in there as the starter tonight. Collins will likely see time on the floor at some point. We'll see when that comes. Hawaii has not had the season that they were expecting up to this point. Two of their top attackers, Stella Adami and Tally Hawkes, have been lost for the year due to injuries. The defending Big West champions are 6-11 overall and are tied for 6th in the conference with a 2-4 Big West record. Hawaii was picked to win the Big West in the preseason coaches poll, so certainly not where they expected to be at this point. JayDe, the Beach ranked first in the Big West with 2.6 blocks per set. Their defense at the net was a huge factor in their third set turnaround that eventually led to a victory last night, with Nico Thomas and Rianne Sheffy leading the charge.
Well, that's right, Bruce. When Long Beach State needed a spark last night, Nico Thomas and Rianne Sheffy stepped up big time. Beyond holding UC San Diego below 100 in sets 3 and 4, the middle blockers offered a consistent attacking presence as Maddie Collins operated the offense. And they were the biggest motivators both on and off the floor for their team. Sheffy and Thomas, two seniors who are finally getting their shine this season, are always at the heart of the Beach's biggest moments. Expect nothing less than nonstop energy and hustle from the middles tonight as they face the Manoa Roofing Company, led by senior middle blocker Bree Gunderson. Gunderson has had to do it all for Hawaii this season in the face of those injuries, but has finally returned to her natural position and is once again putting up big-time performances week in and week out. Bruce, it is lights, camera action tonight in the Walter Pyramid, and we are without a doubt in for a great matchup.
It's Natalie Regan against Robin Amau, the head coaching matchup. Regan in her 2nd season at the helm of the Beach, Amau in her 8th season as the head coach of the Rainbow Wahine, the 3rd historical head coach in the program's history for Hawaii. Amau has a long list of accomplishments, played in the Olympics as a player after she was a standout setter for the Rainbow Wahine and was inducted into the USA Volleyball Hall of Fame last year. Natalie Regan with a challenge to go up against Amau tonight.
Yeah, not just Amau as the head coach, but this Hawaii program as a whole has been nothing short of dominant throughout their entire history. Since joining the Big West Conference, they have won 14 of the 22 possible Big West championships, and they finished in the top 2 of the conference every year since they joined in 2012. This is unparalleled success at this level. We often hear Hawaii is treated as the professional division of Division I sports. They simply operate at a higher level, but this season has been far from what they expected. Those injuries obviously playing a big part, but at 6-11 right now, they are far behind where they hope to be.
Now, JayDe, we already mentioned the setter change that was made last night midway through. Maddie Collins played great, but it's Maddie Maxwell back as the starting setter tonight. What do you think Maxwell needs to change from her performance last night to get back on track?
Well, we had the pleasure of speaking with Coach Natalie Regan in that post-game press conference, and she said what she always says about games: put the last one behind you and focus on the next one. We know Maddie Maxwell offers so much to this Long Beach offense, not just with her setting abilities, but with her ability to elevate above the net, standing 6'2". So Maddie Maxwell, fully capable of putting in another great performance. She's on track for one of the best seasons for a Big West setter in recent times. We know she's capable of a good performance. She just needs to put last night behind her and focus on the fundamentals tonight.
Maddie Maxwell has already won the Big West Setter of the Week award twice this season, so we'll look to get back to her usual ways tonight. Long Beach State 13-5 overall this year, 6-1 in Big West play, has them in 2nd place in the conference. The Rainbow Wahine 6-11 overall, 2-4 in Big West play. They've lost 3 in a row coming in, so Hawaii with a chance to break a losing streak tonight. The Beach, having won 10 of their last 11, looking to keep their winning ways going here in front of their home crowd and a national audience, with ESPNU carrying this one tonight.
Even though the Beach have won 2 of their last 3, it hasn't been the prettiest stretch of games, dating back to that match against Riverside in Riverside. They haven't been playing their best volleyball. They dropped a game against the now Big West leading UC Davis Aggies, and last night against UC San Diego had a treacherous second set. As for the Rainbow Wahine, it has not been a great stretch for them either. They've been playing some atrocious volleyball at times that has left the Stanislaus Center, quite frankly, confused confused at what they're watching. So both these teams looking for a bounce back tonight. The Beach looking to stay in the win column, and Hawaii trying to get their season back on track.
Hawaii in all black uniforms, then libero wearing a white jersey to go with the black pants. For Long Beach, they're in white tops and black bottoms. Their liberos in all black. Starting lineups for the Beach: Anna Jelinek and Izzy Mahaffey, the two true freshmen liberos. Logan King starts at opposite. Rian Sheffy and Nico Thomas in the middle. Sydney Hamaker starts at outside. Maddie Maxwell at setter, and Elisa Gee also at outside. Serving to get things going is the libero for Hawaii, Victoria Leyva, back behind the line. Leyva bounces it a couple of times, and now she serves it over as we're underway with an ace. Victoria Leyva put it towards Sydney Hamaker. Anna Jelinek dove to her left and made contact with Hamaker. Neither of them can keep it up in the air, and Leyva has an ace to begin the match.
Leyva, a very talented server. This is a very talented serving team. Hawaii as a whole will look to put pressure on Sydney Hamaker, especially tonight.
Leyva serves again. It's at Hamaker, better control this time. Maxwell sets to the middle for Nico Thomas, who brings it down. Thomas with a kill out of the middle blocker spot to get the Beach on the board.
Last night it was Nico Thomas. 5 kills on 14 attempts. She hit just 143, but she always comes up in the big moments, offering a spark of energy here early on, tying the game up at 1.
10 blocks last night for Nico Thomas, as well as she heads off Rianne Sheffy into the middle for the Beach. Anna Jelinek serves this time. Hawaii controls it. Arquette sets up for the middle. Gunderson gets dug out by Maxwell. King bumps it over towards Hamaker right at the 10-foot line on the left side. That'll go for a kill. Her attack rolled off the top of the net, and it took some speed off of it, so the back row for Hawaii couldn't get there in time. Sydney Hamaker has a kill, and the Beach are ahead 2-1.
Sydney Hamaker last night, 6 kills that time. Elects to go for the line around the single block. Sydney Hamaker eats those for breakfast.
Anna Jelinek serves again. Controlling back row is Reed. Set goes right back to Reed from the left side. It's blocked, kept up in the air by Gunderson. Hawaii scrambling. They'll have to free ball it over from Arquette. Jelinek passes. Maxwell right at the net. Sets up Sheffy in the middle. Tip going to the ground. Arquette digs it out. Now they go to Reed on the left side again. Big swing dug out by Jelinek. Maxwell right there. Sets from the 10-foot line. Over to King. It's blocked, and it'll land on the Beach side of the floor. A roof for Hawaii. Chalet Reed right there at the right pin to deny the attack from King.
Chalet Reed and Bree Gunderson. We're going to be calling Gunderson's name a lot tonight, especially because she is back in the middle with Hawaii's injuries to their 2 outside hitters. Gunderson has had to play on both pins this season. She's back where she's comfortable now. This is her 3rd straight start back as middle blocker.
JC Miyasaki subs in to serve now. Hamaker controls in the back row. Maxwell sets back to Hamaker from the left pin. She puts it over with 2 hands. A pancake for Hawaii, keeps it alive. Arquette free ball. King pass. Maxwell right at the net. Sets up Hamaker a second time. Tip at the net. That'll go for a kill. After the tip, diving over to her right, Tyler Reese-Mane had a chance at it, but it deflects off her arms and into the student section. Sydney Hamaker has her 2nd kill.
And through these first 5 points, Bruce, both these teams playing like the pants are on fire. Some really high-quality volleyball to get this game started.
Logan King, the redshirt freshman star, serves now for the Beach. Arquette sets it up on the right pin. Maxwell digs out the attack. Here's Hamaker on the left side, pushing it over with 2 hands and finding some floor. Sydney Hamaker with perfect precision, attacking from the left pin. She used 2 hands to just push the ball towards the front right corner, and nobody was home for the Rainbow Wahine.
That is the evolution of Sydney Hamaker. So many times she goes through the block, that time a delicate touch.
King serves again. Here's Arquette. Back set. Pancake from Mahaffey. Keeps it alive. Beach free ball. And that'll go for a kill for Bree Gunderson. As the free ball floated across the net, Gunderson deposited it right down into Elisa Gee's arms and into the crowd. So Gunderson has a kill for the Rainbow Wahine.
Gunderson coming off a 13-kill performance against UC Santa Barbara, and it's not going to come any easier than that. Hovering right above the tape, Gunderson slams it down.
Chalet Reed serving now, a freshman standout for the Rainbow Wahine. Agee to the ground on a pass. Here's Hamaker on the left side. Tried for the same shot, but this time Hawaii covers it up. Coming from the back row. Here's Reed. It's roof down. Rianne Sheffy has the block in the middle. She's grabbing her nose. Might have caught her in the face that time, but she'll take the block nonetheless. A roof has the Beach ahead 5-3.
And Chalet Reed, standing just 6 feet tall, the freshman outside hitter, is Hawaii's #1 option on the outsides, coming into her own this season.
Sydney Hamaker, big swing on her serve. Overpass. Big swing from Maxwell. It gets blocked. It's still on the Beach side. Here's Agee with a roll shot, and she short-armed it. Didn't get it across the net. So Elisa Gee, with her first attacking chance, hits it into the net. It's 5-4 Beach.
And after that swing, Elisa Gee, a little smile, a little nod. She knows that that's an uncharacteristic error for her. And we'll see the first action of the night as well for Laurel Barsokini, coming in as the defensive specialist right now for Long Beach State in serve receive.
Bree Gunderson to serve, the 6'3" middle. She hits it over and out of bounds. Anna Jelinek and Barsokini let each other know that it's out, and they both dip out of the way. It's 6-4 Beach as Tatum Hoff will sub in to serve.
Tatum Hoff has been called upon in service so many times this season. She comes back to the line now with Long Beach ahead 6-4, 5 aces, Bruce, in her last 7 games.
Hoff has been used as a service specialist ever since the conference schedule got underway. 7 conference games and 5 aces for Hoff. 6-4 Beach. Hoff serves it over. It's controlled by Reed. Arquette underneath. Back set. They go to the slide play, and it's down for a kill. Miliana Sylvester rotates along the net and pounds it into the ground. Sylvester with her first kill gets Hawai'i back within 1.
We talked about that Manoa Roofing Company being led by Bree Gunderson. Well, an every game starter this season is on the other side. 2 very talented middle blockers for Hawai'i. They're going to be active all night long.
Miliana Sylvester made the Big West all-freshman team last year. Now she's involved here. Another service error for Hawai'i. This time it's Adriana Arquette back behind the service line. They hit it right into the right antenna. So back-to-back service errors for the Rainbow Wahine has Long Beach ahead 7-5.
Now will be the first action of the night from Maddie Maxwell in service. Last night, Long Beach State had a very efficient serving night, just putting the ball in play. Maxwell will look to do the same right here, ahead 7-5.
Beach ahead by 2. Maddie Maxwell tosses it up and hits it across. That's a pass that is going to go out of bounds. It's an ace for Maddie Maxwell. Diving to her right, Tyler Reese-Mane could not control it. Maddie Maxwell has an ace, and the Beach are ahead by 3.
And that's exactly what Maddie Maxwell needs to do. Not a lot of power behind that float serve, but she finds the soft spot in the Hawai'i back line.
Maxwell to serve again. This time Mane controls it. Arquette underneath. Goes to the left side. It's an awkward free ball for Monahan. Mahaffey bumps set, trying to go for King on the right side. She wipes off the block, and it's down. Logan King had the set a little close to the net, but she perseveres, used both hands to put it off the Hawai'i blockers and out of bounds. King with a kill, and the Beach are ahead by 4.
Logan King, an uncharacteristically slow start for her last night. Still saw her finish with 12 kills as she came alive in sets 3 and 4, getting involved and active here early, even with blockers in her face.
3-0 scoring run for the Beach. Maxwell serves again. Here's Arquette right at the net, setting up to the middle for Sylvester, but it's dug out by Thomas. Maxwell goes to Agee. Tip at the net, and that'll land. Agee powers it right off of Mane's hands and out of bounds. The Beach have won 4 consecutive points, and they're ahead 10-5.
Mane and Sylvester with a double block up at the net that time, but they were at least a yard off the net. That's way too much space for Elisa Agee to operate. She's always going to find the high hands. And just like that, Bruce, Long Beach State now up 5, 10-5 in set 1.
Maddie Maxwell, a long run from behind the service line. She goes again. This time it's controlled by Leyva. Arquette sets at the net to Sylvester, but Mahaffey digs it out. Maxwell sets to Thomas from the middle. It's dug out by Arquette. Now a bump set from Leyva. They go to the left side. A tip on Monahan's attack, but Maxwell digs it out. Mahaffey bump set to Agee. Left side attack. There's a kill. Powered it right off of Arquette and into the student section. The Beach are rolling here in set 1 to their 5th straight point.
And Elisa Agee had so much time and space to operate. Nico Thomas reset so aggressively that the double block went to chase the middle instead of following Elisa Agee to the outside. Long Beach State now a 5-0 scoring run, and Hawai'i needs a timeout. This is the Long Beach State offense that was missing at times last night. They have come out on fire in the Walter Pyramid with a big lead in set 1.
The Beach hitting .357 through the beginning of this first set. 11-5 Long Beach State as Hawai'i calls timeout. Natalie Regan will look to keep things rolling after the break here on 22 West Radio. Long Beach State jumps ahead 11-5 here in set 1. Some women's volleyball action in the Walter Pyramid. Bruce Kuntz, JayDe Beaudry here to bring it to you. It's 11-5 Long Beach State here in the first set as Robin Amo calls timeout.
Yeah, Hawai'i needed a timeout. Long Beach in the midst of a 5-0 run right now. Maddie Maxwell just put the ball in play behind the service line, and good things are happening on the defensive and offensive end for Long Beach State. They're firing on all cylinders, exactly what they need against a very high-powered and hungry Hawai'i team.
Whistle blows as the Beach will be ready to get action resumed. Maddie Maxwell back behind the line, right in front of the Long Beach bench, and she serves it in again. It's controlled by Mane this time. They go to the middle. Sylvester has, oh, she broke the plane as she went up. She had the ball hit the ground off the Long Beach blockers, but they wipe it off. It's a 6th point in a row for Long Beach State, and they're ahead 12-5.
Nico Thomas isn't filling up the stat sheet right now, but she's doing all the hard work. That time forces another error, just elevating above the net, faking out the kill, forcing a mistake.
12-5 Beach. Maxwell serves again. There's another ace. Maxwell's second ace of this trip behind the service line. It deflects right off of Mane in the back row and out of bounds. A miscommunication for the Rainbow Wahine has the Beach ahead 13-5.
Maddie Maxwell is just causing all kinds of problems. This float serve can be so deceptive. Hawaii needs to figure it out and fast.
7-0 run for Long Beach State. This time it's Reed that controls it. They go to the left side. The attack from Monahan is out of bounds without a touch. Hawaii is all kinds of out of sorts right now as the Beach are ahead by 9.
And it all starts from the pass in serve receive. Hawaii is not setting themselves up for success right now. This has been a problem for them at times this season. Once they're out of rhythm, they struggle to get back in it. Now find themselves down by 9.
14-5 Long Beach State. Maxwell serves again. Reed with an overpass straight across the net. King touch. Maxwell goes to Thomas. They were out of rhythm, but it's a one-arm dig by Arquette on the attack. Left side. Here's Monahan, dug out by Mahaffey, way up in the air. Maxwell goes to Agee, left side. She tips it across with the offhand. Hawaii just digs it out. Here's Reed coming from the back row. Maxwell digs it out. Mahaffey bumps it, going for King, right at the 10-foot line. Big swing from the left-hander, but she digs it out. Reed with the dig for Hawaii. Now a right side attack from Mane, dug out by King. Maxwell goes across. Agee, left side, big swing, blocked. Mahaffey keeps it up. Maxwell now goes to Thomas in the middle, dug out by Leyva. Long rally here. They go to the middle for Sylvester. Maxwell digs it out. Mahaffey sets up King, right side. Big swing, tip, and it's down. Logan King with a kill, ending a long rally, keeping the Long Beach scoring run alive, and they're up by 10 here in set 1.
And everybody in this gym knew where that ball was going. Hawaii had to target Logan King so many times just to get Long Beach out of system. And Izzy Mahaffey, with the awareness from beyond the 10-foot line, finds Logan King. That's her second kill. Long Beach up by 10 and rolling.
15-5 Long Beach State here in the first set. It's all Beach so far. Maddie Maxwell still behind the service line. She hits it over again, this time into the net. So that'll put an end to a 9-0 scoring run for Long Beach State. The service error for Maxwell, but a very successful trip behind the line nonetheless.
Long Beach State has built up a huge lead. It all starts in service. Now they need to put that last point behind them. Hawaii looks to come the other way now. Taylor Reese-Mane, another dangerous server, now behind the line.
Mane has set career highs in kills in each of the last 2 matches. Here she goes to serve. Jelinek controls. Maxwell underneath, right at the net. She sets up Thomas, but a nice dig by Leyva keeps the point alive. But Hawaii might have caught a piece of the net there as they were going to control the pass. So it's a point again for Long Beach State. The pass floated right up towards the net, and Arquette couldn't get there without catching a piece of the tape. It's 16-6 Long Beach State as Elisa Gee will serve now. The senior took a medical redshirt last year, is powering the Beach so far here. Arquette sets up a left side attack for Reed. Nice dig by Agee. She went to the ground. Mahaffey bumps that, but it goes to a free ball for Maxwell. Arquette sets up Sylvester in the middle, and she's got a kill. Izzy Mahaffey dove to her right, but couldn't get there in time. The second kill of the night for the middle blocker, Miliana Sylvester, has the Rainbow Wahine back within 9.
Much like Long Beach State, when Hawaii need a point, they go to their middles. Miliana Sylvester, the option that time. Still down by 9. Hawaii needs some good serves, some good passes to get back in this.
Leyva serve. Hammaker controls right at the net. Maxwell backs it. Oh, Logan King, who powers it right down. Maddie Maxwell with some deception on that set. Nobody at the net for Logan King, and that's stealing candy from a baby for Logan King. Has won the Big West Freshman of the Week award 4 times. Too easy right there. Beach back ahead by 10.
Maddie Maxwell a little shake and bake, and Logan King with nobody in her face finds the floor. So much power in that swing.
Anna Jelinek serves. Reed underneath. The set goes right back to Reed from the left side. Tip of the net. Agee passes. Now Maxwell goes to Hammaker. Used the left hand to tip it over. Arquette touched it, and then it hits the ground. Hammaker used the offhand to just push the ball above the net, and Adriana Arquette caught a piece of it. Hawaii could not scramble to get there. The Beach with a kill, and they're ahead by 11.
And that's what happens when you're out of system. Arquette was running back to the setter's position, but saw the ball go over her head, reached out an arm, and there were people behind her to back her up. Hawaii just can't get anything going right now.
Jelinek serves again. Reed pass. Arquette right at the net. Goes to Gunderson, and that'll be a kill for the middle blocker. Bree Gunderson picks it up, the senior from the middle for Hawaii.
Bree Gunderson that time facing up one-on-one against Rianne Sheffy, who had just entered the game. Rianne Sheffy reads Gunderson's left shoulder, so Gunderson goes right. He's able to find some floor. Long Beach still up 10, 18-8.
JC Miyazaki serving here for Hawaii. She powers it over. Hammaker with the pass. Back set goes to Logan King. It's blocked, but Jelinek does a nice job to keep it up. McGee back row attack dug out by Leyva. Underneath Arquette, sets up Reed. It's blocked, but kept up in the air by Hawai'i. Second chance, they go to Reed again. A tip, still up in the air. Jelinek pass. Maxwell now goes to the middle for Sheffy, who dunks it. Leyva keeps it up, but Hawai'i can't get there in time. It's a kill for Rianne Sheffy. Another assist for Maddie Maxwell, and the Beach are ahead 19-8.
And when things are going your way, they are simply not going to stop. Anna Jelinek didn't know too much about the ball that came right to her, but her dig is able to set up the Long Beach attack. They're able to get a kill. 6 points away now from closing out set number 1. Even though there's a wet spot being cleaned up, you feel like the momentum is simply not going to stop for Long Beach State.
Long Beach rolling their way through this first set. It's 19-8. Logan King back behind the service line. King is third in the Big West with 241 kills on the year. Here goes King to serve it across, controlled by Leyva. Arquette back set, they run the slide play for Gunderson. King digs it out, but it's over towards us at the scorer's table, and the Beach can't get there in time to control it. Beach down, have their lead cut down to 10. It's 19-9.
Now you look over on the Hawai'i sideline right now, not too much happening. They need a spark, they need something. They've struggled so much this season to get off to hot starts. Not the start they were hoping for in the pyramid tonight.
Shadley Reed gives a high toss as she serves here for the Rainbow Wahine. Overpass and dunking it right down. Yam time. Easy work there for Tyler Reese-Mane. She's got a kill for the Rainbow Wahine.
Shadley Reed, someone we have not been able to call out too much tonight. No kills so far in the first set. She leads this team in every offensive statistical category. Kills per set, but has not been able to find the floor yet.
Another serve here for Reed. This time it's in the back row. The Beach let it go, thinking it was going to go out of bounds, but a lot of topspin, and that's an ace for Shadley Reed.
Just talked about it. She hasn't found the floor. Why not get it started in service? And now Natalie Reagan has seen a few points go Hawaii's way and wants a timeout to stop the bleeding. Long Beach State so close to closing out set number 1, but they need to finish strong.
Hawai'i on a 3-0 scoring run as they look to fight back into set 1. It's a 19-11 Beach here on 22 West Radio. (19-11) Long Beach State here in the first set. It's been all Beach so far as Natalie Regan's squad looks great to begin this match.
Yeah, Long Beach is simply rolling offensively. They're hitting 333. They're digging the ball really well. Hawaii out of sorts. They have been outdug in 2 of their last 3 matches. Very uncharacteristic for the Rainbow Wahine, but it's defense, offense not clicking, not in rhythm. Hawaii needs to turn things around fast, string together a few points coming out of this timeout.
Robin Amau calls timeout for the Rainbow Wahine, looking to get things back on track. Hawaii has not found their rhythm so far in this match, but they are on a 3-0 scoring run entering the Long Beach timeout. It's 19-11 Beach. They'll look to get the serve back here and try and wrap up this first set shortly. Serving for the Rainbow Wahine is Shadley Reed. She just picked up an ace to send us into the timeout. Reed bounces the ball a few times in front of her, standing right in front of the student section. And gives a high toss and booms it over. Hammaker pass up to Maxwell. It goes with the dunk, but it's dug out by Hawaii. Free ball from the back row. A Gee pass. Maxwell underneath. Back set. They go to the slide play, and it's a kill for Rianne Sheffy. A tip at the net before the ball careens out of bounds. Sheffy picks up the kill coming out of the timeout and puts the Beach back ahead by 9.
Not only did Rianne Sheffy have 12 kills last night, 11 kills, but she hit at the highest percentage of anybody on the floor. The middle blocker just knows how to find those high hands.
Sydney Hammaker serves now. Booming serve, but it's controlled by the Rainbow Wahine. It's a roof for Rianne Sheffy. They went to Bree Gunderson on the slide play. Sheffy read it like a book, gets over there and denies it. A roof for Sheffy, has the Beach ahead by 10, and now it'll be Robin Amau calling a timeout.
Of course, Rianne Sheffy had to be the spark plug. We talked about it in the open, just how influential these middles are to influencing Long Beach State's momentum. Once again, Rianne Sheffy makes a big play, gets hyped up in the huddle, And Long Beach State look to continue their momentum here in the first set.
We'll take another quick break before the end of set one. It's 21-11 Long Beach here on 22 West Radio. Beach ahead 21-11 here in set one, and looking to wrap it up coming out of this timeout. Hawaii calls another one as they try to at least gain some momentum towards the end of this first set and carry it into set two.
Yeah, Long Beach State has controlled the tempo, controlled the pace, and Hawaii right now feeling like they're on the wrong end of a crazy train. Long Beach State needing just 4 more points to close out set one.
21-11 Beach. Sydney Hammaker tips the tape on her serve, but Hawaii controls it. Left side attack block, but it'll go out of bounds, and that's a kill for Tyler Reese-Mane. It was a good effort from the Beach blockers to get over there, but the block lands just out of bounds.
Tyler Reese-Mane, you mentioned earlier, Bruce, she has double-digit kills in her last 2 games, both career highs. She is really the third option off the bench for Hawaii and trying to come into her own late here in the conference schedule.
Bree Gunderson serves now for the Rainbow Wahine. Barsokini with a pass. It stays in the back row, though. Logan King with a high bump set towards the gi. Roll shot blocked by Hawaii, and nobody can get there. It stayed up above the net and then landed on the Rainbow Wahine side. Elisa Gee with a roll shot. Not usually going to go for a kill, but Hawaii, after the blockers got a piece, can't get there. Long Beach ahead 22-12.
Yeah, even Elisa Gee surprised herself with that one. She was back down and ready for a dig. Hawaii just cannot get underneath the ball right now. Long Beach continues to roll.
Tatum Hoff subs in to serve, controlled by Mane. Back set goes to Sylvester on the slide play, and she finds the back right corner. Precision there on that attack from the sophomore middle blocker has Hawaii back within 9.
Sylvester, the Honolulu native, now playing for the Rainbow Wahine, goes right after Tatum Hoff, who she sees camping out in the back corner, and Hoff just has to duck out of the way. A fireball headed right to her.
Adriana Arquette will serve now, sophomore setter for Hawaii. So tight topspin serve, bump set here from Maxwell Legee from the 10-foot line, gets denied. Now it's Nico Thomas who pushes it over. Hawaii on the attack. They go to the right side for Ma now, and she's got the kill. Mane, excuse me. She puts it off of Elisa Gee and over into the scorers table. Hawaii has cut the deficit to 8.
Yeah, inch perfect from Mane. Elisa Gee had that pin covered. Mane finds an inch of space, and it goes off Elisa Gee and into the scorers table. Don't look now, Long Beach falling behind a bit.
Arquette to serve again. Overpass from Barsokini, but Maxwell used one hand to dunk it over. Hawaii keeps it up in the air. Here's a roof, though, on the attack from Mane. This time, Nico Thomas and Elisa Gee get over there in time to deny the attack. The Beach stuff the Hawaii attack that time, and Long Beach is back ahead by 9.
Once again, Nico Thomas in the middle of good things happening. Long Beach State up 23-14, and Maddie Maxwell, the catalyst of that 9-0 run earlier on, is back behind the service line.
2 aces already tonight for Maxwell. This time Reed with a good pass. They go to the middle for Sylvester, who just tips it across to the front left corner, and nobody can rotate in time for Long Beach State. Sylvester picks up the kill there. It's already her 4th, and the Beach are ahead by 8.
Hawaii slowly but surely digging into this Long Beach State lead. You feel like they're a bit too far behind to mount a serious comeback, but a few good plays here could really boost Hawaii's morale heading into set 2.
Serving is Mane. She hits it over. Oh, and it was going to go out of bounds, but as Logan King was rotating over from the right side of the floor, the serve hit her right in the hip. It's not a play that you'll ever see, but Logan King catches a piece of it, and that'll be an ace for Mane.
Mane playing a little bit of sniper behind the service line. Don't know how she found Logan King back there, but one of the weirdest plays we've seen in a while inside the Walter Pyramid.
Still a 7-point lead for Long Beach. Mane serves again. This time Barsokini with a pass to Maxwell right at the net. Maxwell sets up a Gee, who dunks it down, but it's dug out by Reed. Right side attack this time goes to Dash, but Maxwell digs it out. Jelinek bump set to King, right side. Tip at the net. Hawaii tries to keep it up, but they cannot. After the dig for Mane, Hawaii can't get underneath it. The kill goes to Logan King, and now the Beach fans will get up on their feet. It's set point here in the first set.
Not only is it set point, but it's ASI night inside the pyramid, so a huge crowd now rises to their feet. A lot of energy in this building, waiting to be unleashed.
Set point for the Beach. Elisa Gee serves. Reed controls. Underneath Arquette. Back set goes over to Dash, but it's dug out by Mahaffey. Underneath Maxwell. Sets up a Gee from the back row. It's dug out by Leyva. Hawaii still alive. Bump set from Arquette. Dash. Attack. Out of bounds. Hawaii too strong that time, and there's no tip from the Beach. 25-16 is the final score in set one.
And it's no less than Long Beach State deserved. They once again put Hawaii under pressure in service and finished this set with some impressive splits behind them. They hit 343. Once again, they outdig, outblock, out everything the Rainbow Wahine inside the Walter Pyramid. Things are looking up.
25-16, the final score in set one. Long Beach takes it. 343 hitting percentage for the Beach compared to just 143 for Hawaii. The Beach already with a pair of blocks as well. So it's all Long Beach State through the first set. As we take a break, set number 2 will be up next here on 22 West Radio. Set number 2 getting underway here shortly. Long Beach takes the first set 25-16 over Hawaii. This Rainbow Wahine team was picked to finish first in the Big West preseason poll. Has not gone according to plan so far for Robin Amau. The Rainbow Wahine 6-11 overall, 2-4 in Big West play, but a big part of that comes from their injury struggles. They've lost 2 of their best attackers to injury for the rest of the season already.
Yeah, it was really a devastating start to the season. Tali Hakas last year was 3rd in kills on the team, was supposed to step up big time in the outside hitter role. She went down with a shoulder injury in preseason, and then against UCLA, Stella Adeyemi, another outside hitter, went down with a right shoulder injury. Chale Reed, who we see on the court tonight, also had an injury scare and missed a game, a nasty-looking ankle injury that she suffered at home against UC Davis. Just continues to set this team back. They already lost some big players in the offseason. Kate Lang, last year's setter, who led the Big West in so many categories, graduated. Tali Akanaga, who has the 5th most digs in history, the starting libero, also graduated. They also lost an outside hitter in Caitlin Alexander, who's now in her graduate season at Missouri. And then at the middle blocker position, the reason Brie Gunderson is having such a big role this season is because Jalen Bamis is now having her sophomore season at Michigan. So between the offseason turnover and this season's early injuries, Hawaii has had to fill so many positions. It's really one of the most challenging seasons Rahman Amo has had to experience in Hawaii.
And Lisa Gee will serve to get the second set underway. She serves for the Beach. It's controlled by Reed. They go quick to the middle for Sylvester, and Mahaffey couldn't quite dig it out. Deflects right off her right forearm and into the crowd. So the kill to start set 2 goes to Miliana Sylvester. The Rainbow Wahine ahead 1-0.
We should also note that this is very similar to what we saw last night. Long Beach State had a great first set, but completely collapsed against the Tritons, looking for a bounce-back performance here in set number 2.
Victoria Leyva serves for Hawaii. Hammaker controls. Maxwell goes to the middle for Thomas, who just tipped it over, was out of rhythm that time. Set goes to Gunderson. Maxwell digs it out, but it goes right back across the net. Leyva. They go to the left side now for Reed. Agee with a nice dig. It floats back across the net, though, and out of bounds. 2 straight attacks in that rally for Hawaii. Had Long Beach's dig float back across the net. The second time it goes out of bounds, and Hawaii's ahead 2-0.
Hawaii gets 2 quick points, and Long Beach State still looking calm, still looking composed, but have not been able to string together a few good passes quite yet.
Leyva serves again, the sophomore libero for the Rainbow Wahine. Errant pass and serve receive, though, and the Beach will have to free ball it over. Leyva controls in the back row. Arquette goes to Gunderson on the slide play, and it's inbounds. Hugged the right side of the floor on that attack. Just caught the white line over there, and Hawaii has won the first 3 points of set 2.
Allie Reagan just stepped off the sidelines and said, let's go right now. Hoping to reset the energy for Long Beach State. They need to find something and find something quick. Down 3-0 here early on.
Leyva serves again here. This time it's going to be inbounds. The Beach let it go. Jelinek got out of the way right alongside Hammaker. Nico Thomas immediately looked over and asked for a challenge, and it looks like Long Beach is just calling timeout. It won't be a challenge here for Natalie Regan. So Hawaii wins the first 4 points of set 2. We already said it, JD. Last night for the Beach against UC San Diego, it was set 2 where things went off the rails. The Tritons won the first 6 points of set 2. Long Beach, or it was the first 6 points of set 3, excuse me. Set 2 was all Tritons all the way through, but Hawaii wins the first 4 points of this second set. The Beach have lost their mojo from set 1.
Yeah, we just mentioned how this could possibly be a carbon copy from last night. This is something Natalie Reagan really harped on after last night's victory. She was pleased, yes, with the way Maddie Cullen stepped up in the setter's position, but wasn't happy with the way the offense performed as a whole. After dominating UC San Diego 25-14 in the first set, San Diego really flipped the script. They won 25-16 in the second set. The Beach had one of their worst hitting performances of the season, full stop. They hit negative 081. Nobody was connecting offensively. So Natalie Reagan just hoping to get the bad vibes out of her squad right now. Not looking for a repeat of last night's performance by any means. Hoping to get back on track and get more of that first set mojo back that had Long Beach State firing on all cylinders.
Like you said, that attack did not look like its usual output for Long Beach State last night. Through set 1 here, they hit 343, had 14 kills. It was looking like everything was back in rhythm for Maddie Maxwell and the rest of her offense, but already here to begin set 2, there was one out of rhythm set over to the middle for Nico Thomas that didn't quite get the normal power on her swing. So we'll see if Maxwell can shake it off and get back to how she was playing in set 1. The timeout breaking here for Long Beach as both teams head back out on the floor. It's Hawaii ahead 4-0 here to begin set 2.
Yeah, you look on the floor right now, and it's all about who's going to step up and be the motivator. Of course, it's going to be Nico Thomas. She's dancing during the timeout. She's still dancing, even though the music's off. Maddie Maxwell passing around a few high fives. So is Sydney Hammaker. So the 6 on the floor right now are the 6 that Natalie Reagan trusts to start getting some points here in set number 2. Start to turn the tide here inside the Walter Pyramid.
Victoria Leyva will serve for Hawaii. Nico Thomas has really stepped up as a leader for this team this year, the senior transfer from Abilene Christian. Serving is Leyva. She hits it over in the back row. Jelinek controls. Maxwell back set. Goes to Logan King, who powers it right down. There's the attack Natalie Regan has been waiting for. Logan King attacking from the right side has the Beach on the board in set 2.
Of course, the first play is a designed one to Logan King, who now has a huge smile on her face. She's got her 5th kill. She's hitting 500. Incredibly efficient. Logan King able to pick up a big kill and get Long Beach on the board.
Anna Jelinek serves here for the Beach. Going to the ground on the control is Mane. And the attack for Gunderson will go for a kill. Hawaii goes to Gunderson attacking from the middle blocker spot, but shifted over towards the left pin that time. Gunderson goes cross court and puts Hawaii ahead 5-1.
That's the diversity we can see out of Brie Gunderson. Even though she's playing middle blocker tonight, she's taking up some interesting positions when she attacks. Moving a little to the left or the right, it's really throwing off Rianne Sheffy.
Miyazaki serves here. A Gee pass. Maxwell right at the net. Sets up for the middle. Rianne Sheffy, and Sheffy has the kill. The ball bounces right over into the ESPNU desk on the other side of the floor. Everybody appears to be okay, but Rianne Sheffy picks up her 3rd kill of the night, and the Beach are within 3.
We mentioned the lights, camera, action aspect of tonight's match, and that's because ESPNU is in the building. Commentators over there getting a warm welcome.
Logan King's serve touches the tape, and Arquette keeps it up in the air. Now it's a left side attack for Reed. Big swing, got it through a triple block, and Mahaffey digs it out. Now Hammaker goes across, but she broke, or a double touch it was, for Hammaker as she put it across. So the point goes to Hawaii. It's 6-2.
Yeah, awkward for Sydney Hamaker. She was really caught between two minds, and she put that over with two hands as she was going down. That ball was spinning and spinning and spinning. Easy call for the officials to make. Hawaii now up 6-2.
Chalet Reed serves it right into the net. The third service error of the night for Hawaii makes it 6-3.
Chalet Reed, we've seen flashes of what she can do, and I wonder just how much she is back to her full self. These last few games she's been playing at maybe 75, 85% after that ankle injury. Still looking to get back to her former self.
Sydney Hamaker, a big serve here. Almost floated back across the net, but Arquette dunks it over. Now it's the Beach on the attack. A big swing from McGee, but it's dug out by Leyva. Now a back row attack from Reed. Easy pass from King. Maxwell dunks across. A pancake from Leyva keeps it alive. Another back row attack from Reed, controlled by the Beach. Maxwell goes to McGee, left side, tip of the net. Still up in the air, but now a whistle blows. And it looks like Long Beach broke the plane. Might have been McGee after her attack that time that came down underneath the net. So the point is blown dead, and Hawaii moves ahead 7-3.
Elisa Gee was a bit off balance there, but I don't know if that's maybe too harsh of a call. Natalie Reagan is the one asking the question right now, and there will be no challenge. Elisa Gee already tonight has racked up a few kills. She's got 3. She's hitting .083. She's been setting more than anybody else on this Long Beach State side. Not quite able to capitalize on that latest opportunity, though.
Gunderson serves it into the net. Another service error for Hawaii. Makes it 7-4. The Beach did make a sub before that last point. Laurel Barsocchini subbed in as Sydney Hamaker went to the bench. Now it's Tatum Hoff subbing in to serve. Barsocchini remains on the floor.
And this looks like the look tonight. During this certain rotation, it'll be Tatum Hoff, Laurel Barsocchini, and Logan King all operating out of the back row.
Hoff serves it. Controlled by Mane. Now they go to Reed, attacking from the back row. She hit it out of bounds. Logan King with a nice job to duck out of the way. Had to contort her body a bit in the back left corner to not have that one catch a piece of her on the way by. The Beach back within 2 on the attacking error for the Rainbow Wahine.
Logan King eagle-eyed. She's got a long way to go down, but nearly flattens herself against the floor to avoid that fireball.
Hoff serves again. Might have been going out, but Mane touches it anyway. Here's Mane, left side attack. Blocked, and it goes into the pin. So Hawaii wins the point there. Mane with a big swing, and it deflects right off the Beach blockers and into the left antenna.
Taylor Reese-Mahane has not had great performances consistently, but tonight she is hitting efficiently. Picks up her 4th kill. She's hitting just below 350 right now. Looking to emerge as a consistent force on the pins. Tonight making just her 4th start of the season.
Adriana Arquette serving here. Setter for Hawaii, second-year player. She hits it over, pass from Barsocchini. Maxwell goes to Agee from the middle. Elisa Gee picks up the kill. Not often that's where she's hitting from, but Elisa Gee steps into the middle spot and picks up a kill right into the center part of the floor.
Nobody saw that one coming, and Nico Thomas faked as if she was going to make the run. Instead, Elisa Gee just camps out right underneath the tape, elevates, and gets the kill. Nobody on the other side to meet her.
Nice play run there by Natalie Regan's squad. Maddie Maxwell serves here. It's controlled by Reed. Underneath, the set from Arquette goes to the right side, and it's roofed down. Mane cannot get it through. Elisa Gee and Nico Thomas over there at the net. A big block from the Beach that have been working well at the net so far on defense. The Beach within 1.
Elisa Gee racked up 7 block assists last night, one of her highest totals of the season. That one might go down as a solo block as well, locking down the outside.
Maxwell serves again, a high pass from Reed, back behind the back line. Bump set from Leyva up towards the net, and it's right across it. King, Maxwell sets over for Thomas. It's blocked right back across the net, though, from the Beach. Here's a left side attack from Dash. Tip from King. Gee keeps it up. Now Maxwell sets it up, and King tips it over and down. All kinds of out of system that time, but Maddie Maxwell managed to get it to Logan King, who throws a changeup across the net, and Hawaii cannot get there in time. We're all tied at 8.
And once again, Nico Thomas made 2 big plays, 2 fake jumps and swings just to throw off the Hawaii block. Makes it so much easier for Logan King to find some open floor.
8 all in set 2. Maddie Maxwell serves. Leyva pass underneath is Arquette. She tried to put it to the middle, and she does. Miliana Sylvester had that one way up close to the net. She gave a big swing, only caught a piece of it, but it goes off the Long Beach blockers and into the ground. Hawaii's back ahead.
Long Beach knocking on the door here in set number 2. They have not led at any point in Hawaii, just scratching and clawing their way right now to stay in the lead.
Hawaii breaks a 3-0 scoring run of the Beach with that last point. 9-8 Rainbow Wahine. The serve caught the tape and then went back across. Here's Long Beach on the attack. Agee shoved it across. Rainbow Warriors keep it up in the air, and that'll be a kill for Hawaii. What a chaotic point that time after the serve caught a good piece of the net. Long Beach had to scramble to keep it up, and then the Rainbow Wahine eventually able to get a tip on their attack before it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, and it was out of system immediately for Long Beach State. As it hit the tape, it hit Maddie Maxwell almost in the head. Long Beach could not get back in rhythm after that mistake.
Mane serves here. Jelinek pass. Maxwell, a long way to go. Has to bump set to Agee on the left side. It's a joust. Agee tries to wipe off the block, but Hawai'i keeps it up in the air. Now the set goes way over to the left side, and Reed cannot keep it within the court as she went up for the left side attack, used her offhand and put it around the outside of the antenna. So it's an attacking error for the Rainbow Wahine. Beach back within 1. Elise Agee serving. She goes towards the back right corner, but it's controlled by Reed. Back set goes to Sylvester, who has to tip it across. Maxwell back set to King, and it's a roof. Solo block from Chalet Reed. Got over there. King was not quite in rhythm, had to try and just push it across. Reed stuffs it right down, and Hawaii's back ahead 11-9.
Chalet Reed continues to have offensive struggles, but makes up for it with the rest of her game. A nice solo block. She rotates over, meets Logan King above the tape, and is able to make the play. Reed, 1 kill tonight, but 1 block now to go along with it.
Leva serves. Hammaker overpass. Maxwell used one hand to keep it on the beach side, and Nico Thomas has a kill. What a job that time from Maddie Maxwell. Used her right hand, got just above the net to keep it for a beach attack, and then Nico Thomas takes advantage of Hawaii's out of rotation scramble. She's got a kill, and the Beach have trimmed the deficit to 1.
Some delicate volleyball, Bruce, being played inside that 10-foot line.
Anna Jelinek serves here towards the back right corner. Reed with a pass. Now it goes right back to Reed. Left side attack. Nice dig from Jelinek as she went to the ground. Agee bump set. Hammaker roll shot from the left side. Dug out by Arquette. Bump set here. It goes to Reed on the left side. No tip, and it lands inbounds on the beach side. Agee had to dive over, but a nice attack from Chalet Reed to get it through a double block towards the back right corner. Hawaii is back ahead by 2.
Chalet Reed, the La'ahi Oahu native, really having a breakout season now with those injuries to both outside hitters. She's been the freshman to step up in their absence. Was hoping to learn under some more veteran presences on this Rainbow Wahine side, but has now become a leader herself. She's getting some instructions now from the coaching staff as well. She's put Hawaii back up to 12-10.
Hawaii has been ahead for most of the second set. The Beach trying to fight back into the lead. JC Miyazaki serving here for the Rainbow Wahine. Tips the tape on its way across, but Hammaker controls. Maxwell goes to the middle for Sheffy, but it's dug out by the Rainbow Wahine. Here's a roll shot on their attack, kept up in the air by King. Big swing from Hammaker, dug out by Hawaii. Left side attack from Reed. Powers it down again. Chalet Reed looks like she's finding her rhythm. No chance for the Beach to get to that one. Hawaii is back ahead by 3.
One thing teams do against Chalet Reed time and time again is throw a triple block in her face. You saw some hesitancy from Sydney Hammaker to join the double, and Chalet Reed makes them pay.
JC Miyazaki serves again here. This time it's too strong, though. The Beach let it go in the back row. Service error for Hawaii gets the Beach back within 2.
Long Beach State, they've been playing from behind this entire second set, and you're wondering when they're going to go on a run. Right now, Logan King looking for a big-time serve.
She serves quickly, as is her trademark. Here's a back set. They run the slide play for Gunderson. Dug out by Agee. One-handed set from Maxwell, and the Beach have to free ball it. High pass from Mahaffey. Leva controls. Arquette underneath. Sets up Reed left side. Big attack, and it's inbounds right on the back line. Reed hit that one a little bit higher, right over the double block of the Beach, but it still had the top spin to cut down onto the line. Hawaii's ahead by 3.
And suddenly it's the Chalet Reed show here inside the Walter Pyramid. Already with an ace tonight, she's now going to take up service responsibilities.
Reed up to 4 kills now in the match. Hawaii ahead by 3. Big swing, but Agee controls it. Maxwell goes to Sheffy on the slide play. It's blocked. Still up in the air. Now Maxwell dunks it across, but Hawaii controls. Left side attack from Mane. Put it off the blockers. Oh no, she hit it out of bounds without a touch. Was trying to go to the left side there. It was such an errant attack that it looked like that she might have caught a piece of the blockers at first, but she did not. It's an out of bounds attacking error, and the Beach only trail by 2.
Yeah, uncharacteristic error from Mane, but the set was just too high, too looping, too behind her. Had to hit of a bit of a fadeaway shot. And now for Long Beach State, Laurel Barsocchini once again enters for service responsibilities.
Barsocchini bounces the ball back behind the service line. Good crowd in the student section right behind her. Barsocchini serves it across this time, but it's out of bounds. It was Mane that hugged the right side of the floor and watched it as it fell to the ground out of bounds.
That's Long Beach State's first service error of the match. Second service error, excuse me. can't afford to have those pile up here in set 2.
Bree Grunderson serves now. It's a one-arm touch and a kill for Maddie Maxwell. The serve caught the top of the net and slowed down quite a bit on its way across. Sheffy used one arm as she went to the ground to keep it up in the air, and then Maxwell in the second touch just dunked it over. A crazy play there, but the Beach have a kill.
Even Maddie Maxwell, standing 6'2", couldn't get above the tape. That one-arm swing half set was the only option she had, and she somehow makes Hawai'i pay.
Tatum Hoff serves here, controlled by Mane. Underneath is Arquette. Goes right back to Mane from the left side, but it's roofed down by Maddie Maxwell. She denies the attack right into Mane's body and then to the ground. Big block from Maddie Maxwell has the Beach within 1.
And that's what Maddie Maxwell offers this Long Beach State team. Nico Thomas did not rotate over in time, but Maddie Maxwell is still able to elevate and make the play.
Tatum Hoff serves again. Mane with a pass underneath. They go right back to Mane. She just tips it over, but Agi with a pass. Maxwell dunks it across with one arm, and it's a kill. Maddie Maxwell with back-to-back big plays. That time she just threw it across without much velocity, but Hawai'i cannot scramble and keep it up in the air. We're all tied at 15 as the Beach are on a 3-0 scoring run.
It was Adriana Arquette once again, Bruce, who was just caught in two minds. She's going forward and sticks out an arm. Makes another mistake.
Mane controls the serve again. This time they run the slide play for Sylvester, but Thomas digs it out. Maxwell underneath sets up Agi from the left side. It's blocked, but she keeps it up. Maxwell now goes to King on the other side, but out of rhythm, she has to free ball it over. Sylvester first touch. Back set. Tried to go to Sylvester, and they were all kinds of out of sorts. Sylvester has it go off of her right arm and into the ground. Hawai'i with another attacking error on a bad set that time, and Long Beach has pulled ahead 16-15.
Long Beach State their first lead here of set number 2, and it's because they're on a 4-0 scoring run. Maddie Maxwell the one making the plays at the moment.
Tatum Hoff serves again. This time the pass goes from Reed. They go outside for Mane. Tip, and that'll land on the Beach side. Mane breaks the 4-0 scoring run for the Beach with a kill. She's up to 5 on the night, and we're all tied again, this time at 16.
Hawai'i just looking to weather the storm. You take a look to our right where Robin Amo just has not said too much. She has not been too vocal. She's letting her team figure this one out, not electing to use a timeout even in the middle of a Long Beach run. We'll see how much longer she continues to trust her team.
Adriana Arquette serving here for Hawai'i. She booms it across, controlled by Barsocchini. Maxwell sets up Agi on the left side, a block, but the point will go to Hawai'i. Looked like after the block, Long Beach had a double touch, so Hawai'i with a big roof there, and they're back ahead by 1.
Yeah, the double touch came from Elise Agi. She got blocked and put two arms out in front of her and hit both of them. Easy double touch right in front of the chair judge.
Arquette serves again, the 5'10" setter. To the ground, Barsocchini passes to Maxwell. Now Maxwell goes across for Agi on the left side. The whistle blew before it hit the ground, and it's a kill for Elise Agi. There's Robin Amau arguing something with the judge, but Elise Agi with a nice job there as she has the kill.
Elise Agi just continues to be efficient. Once again, she's been route 1 tonight for Maddie Maxwell. Has rewarded her with 6 kills.
You saw Nico Thomas fake the slide play there, had the blockers out of position. Maddie Maxwell serves here, controlled by Leva, right to the net. Sylvester attack, dug out by Barsocchini. Maxwell backs at Logan King, right side attack, is down and through. Logan King has the kill. The Beach win back-to-back points, and they're ahead 18-17.
You just mentioned how Nico Thomas is running the slide play, and even though Thomas has not gotten his set in a few points, she has caused all kinds of problems just hanging out in the middle. Once again, Logan King has no blockers meet her at the net. An easy kill.
Maddie Maxwell serves again for the Beach, just across the tape. Overpass from Reed. Big swing from Thomas, and she puts it right down. Nico Thomas rewarded from her last few plays with an overpass that floats right into the breadbasket. Nico Thomas powers it down for her 3rd kill, and now Hawai'i will call timeout with the Beach ahead by 2.
Long Beach State has been able late here in set number 2 to string together points and force mistakes. Maddie Maxwell is not going to get enough credit tonight for what she's done behind the service line. She puts Hawai'i out of system consistently. That last overpass, like you said, Bruce, falls right into the breadbasket of Nico Thomas, who makes the Rainbow Wahine pay. Long Beach State on another run, now up 19-17.
Maddie Maxwell with a pair of aces to go with all of her other good serves that have gotten Hawai'i out of system. It's 19-17 Beach as the Rainbow Wahine call timeout here in set 2 on 22 West Radio. 19-17, Long Beach State carries a 3-0 scoring run into the Hawaii timeout. Here in set 2, the Beach already ahead 1-0 and looking to make it 2-0. The Beach ahead by 2 nearing the end of this second set.
Yeah, Long Beach State, they've trailed for most of this second set, but they've turned it up when it's mattered most. They've made the big plays. Long Beach State still not hitting as well as they did in set 1, but they're making it happen.
Maddie Maxwell serves again here, and it's her third ace of the night. It goes right off of Leyva, a knuckleball into the ground. Maddie Maxwell has the hot hand from behind the service line. She's got her third ace, and the Beach are ahead by 3.
Maddie Maxwell, that's what we're talking about. A bounce-back performance was needed after last night, and she is delivering behind the service line.
20-17, Maxwell serves again. It's a high pass. They're going to have a hard time to get to it. Hawaii does keep it up in the air. They have to free ball it over, though. Barsokini. Maxwell right at the 10-foot line. Sets back for King, who tips it over, but Leyva digs it out. Now in the middle, Sylvester dug out by Nico Thomas, but it goes into the net and then to the ground. The kill will go to Sylvester, and Hawaii breaks the 4-0 scoring run for the Beach.
Yeah, Lana Sylvester has quietly put together an incredible performance tonight when she's been called upon. Now has 8 kills. She's hitting above 500 on the night. Also making life difficult for Nico Thomas up at the net.
The Beach ahead 20-18. Serving here is Mane. She puts it over. Barsokini controls. Maxwell sets up for Nico Thomas, but it's dug out by Leyva. Did the splits on that one. Here's a left side attack and a roof. Nico Thomas and Elisa Gee say no way to the Chalet Reed attack. They pound it right back into the ground, and the Beach have extended their lead back to 3.
Nico Thomas, you saw after the last point, she was a bit frustrated. She shook her head, she shook it off, and then delivers a big-time block. Chalet Reed stood no chance.
Elisa Gee serves now. The Beach ahead 21-18. Reed controls high in the air. The set goes to Reed on the left side. Double block. She just snuck it through. It lands in Logan King's lap and then goes to the ground. The kill for Chalet Reed gets Hawaii back within 2.
And Chalet Reed had to be holding her breath watching that ball come down slowly. Nico Thomas and Logan King had every angle covered. Just could not elevate above the net in time. Agonizing for the Long Beach State double block.
Serving is the 5'7" libero Leyva. Hammaker pass. Maxwell back set. Logan King fade away, but it's dug out by Leyva. Arquette goes to the middle for Gunderson. Nice dig from Maxwell. Nico Thomas passes it up in the air. A block, and it's out of bounds. Sydney Hammaker has the kill on the left side attack. Enough behind it to power the ball off the blockers and out of bounds. The Beach have extended their lead back to 3.
And how about Sydney Hammaker? She's been on the floor for a while, but we haven't called her name simply because she has not been getting set. That time, another smart play from the freshman, seeing high hands, going off of them, out of bounds, giving Long Beach State a 3-point lead.
Anna Jelinek serves here. Reed pass. Underneath is Arquette. She goes right back to Reed on the left side. Double block tip, but Anna Jelinek digs it out. Hammaker with a high pass, and the Beach have to free ball it over. First touch from Dash. They go to the left side for Reed again, who had to just barely touch it, but it's going to land for a kill. The set was right next to the antenna. Reed had to go up with the left hand and desperation just get a touch before she landed on the net. The ball hugged the left side of the floor and seems to have landed right on the white line. The Beach will not pull out a challenge, so a miscommunication there for Long Beach. That should have been a fairly easy dig, but instead it's a kill for the Rainbow Wahine. Serving as Miyazaki as Hawaii trails by 2. Hammaker pass. Maxwell back set to King. Gets dunked right down by Hawaii. A big roof from Chalet Reed. Back-to-back points from Reed. And now Long Beach will call timeout with their lead down to 1.
Chalet Reed has put together 5 kills in set number 2 and 2 blocks. Probably none bigger than the work she's doing against Logan King on those last 2 points. Logan King was caught in 2 minds 2 points ago when Chalet Reed had it above the tape. And then with a low set, Logan King could not figure out if she wanted to go high hands, off the top, or straight down. Chalet Reed once again makes her pay. And just like that, Hawaii have closed the gap, now only trailing 22-21.
This is going to be a fun finish to set number 2 for Long Beach. They're 6-1 in conference play to this point in the year. Their only loss came against UC Davis 2 games ago when they played on the road on an early Saturday morning and lost that one in 4 sets. That's the only loss for Long Beach in their last 11 matches. It's been a very impressive stretch of volleyball for Natalie Regan's squad.
Very impressive stretch, and they've already put together an impressive performance against Hawaii tonight. Last season, these 2 teams met twice, and Long Beach State could not take a set off of the Rainbow Wahine. 2 straight sweeps in this building. There was a big crowd last time these teams met as well. 2,800 fans packed the Walter Pyramid to watch Long Beach State really get decimated by a Rainbow Wahine team that went on to win the Big West last season.
Hawaii has won 4 straight in the all-time matchup between Hawaii and Long Beach State. in the all-time series, it's Hawaii leading 44-19 and one tie, the only tie in program history coming back in the 1970s when they tied at one set apiece. Have to imagine there was some kind of malfunction with the arena or something going on then, but it was a long time ago. Hawaii way ahead in the all-time series, as you've talked about in the broadcast, JayDe, a powerhouse of a program here for the Rainbow Wahine, especially within the last couple of decades. Long Beach has 5 national championships in their history, but none since the turn of the century. JC Miyazaki serves here. Agi controls in the back row. Maxwell goes across for Hammaker. Big swing. That'll deflect out of bounds off the blockers. Sydney Hammaker, the true freshman, has a kill and puts the Beach back ahead by 2.
Sydney Hammaker, how about that? She goes nearly horizontal to get all the power she can behind that swing.
Logan King, quick serve here. She works fast right at the net. The set goes to Gunderson, and that'll go for a kill. Logan King couldn't dig it out despite the fact the attack was not coming down with too much speed. King went to the ground and couldn't keep it up in the air long enough for her teammates to range underneath it. So the Beach lead back down to 1, and serving will be Shale Reed.
Tight, contentious times here in set number 2. Long Beach State has held on to the lead in the latter half, but Hawaii, don't count them out for a comeback. Usually they've been on the receiving end in these past few weeks of a late run, trying to turn the tide here inside the Walter Pyramid.
Hawaii has lost 3 straight matches coming into this one. The freshman Shale Reed, 6 foot even. She tosses it up and serves it over. Agi with a high pass from the back row. Maxwell backset goes to Logan King, but it's roofed right down. Bree Gunderson from the middle blocker spot saw the cross-court attack from King and denied it. We're all tied at 23.
Ooh, and Bree Gunderson was just operating, hanging out in the middle. She did not bite, and that's going to go down as a solo block. Bree Gunderson just making it happen. A little 8-on-8 action.
And now here's the first time we've seen Maddie Collins tonight subbing in for the Beach. Jelinek pass, Collins underneath, sets up Sheffy in the middle, but a nice dig by Leva keeps the point alive. Left side attack, goes out of bounds without a touch. Mane could not find the back line on that attack for Hawaii. And now the Beach faithful in the pyramid will get up on their feet. It's set point in set 2, 24-23, as the Beach will look to close it out with Laurel Barsocchini behind the line.
And Maddie Collins is going to stay in the game. Hawaii wants just a second to look this last play over. They're going to operate with a challenge, but Maddie Collins comes in a huge spot, puts up a nice set to the middle, and it'll be her and Maddie Collins both in at this crucial moment. Long Beach operating in a 6-2 now, 2 setters on the floor, and a huge review coming now. Not quite sure what they're taking a look at, Bruce, but
they are challenging whether there was a tip at the net on the attack from Mane. The ball landed way out of bounds behind the back line, so Robin Amel will challenge that there's a tip from the Long Beach blockers. This is a huge review here. As the scoreboard currently stands, it's Long Beach with set point at 24-23. If Hawaii can get an overturn, it'll be the Rainbow Wahine who have set point, with the scoreboard flipping 24-23 in favor of the Rainbow Wahine. So a huge review happening here. We can introduce our officials tonight: Troy Gravitt, Deanna Schneier, Armando Gonzalez, and Miles Fioria.
It's going to be a long review here, and everybody in the Walter Pyramid is still on their feet, dancing, getting a little motion, a little bit of mojo in their feet. But a huge review. This set could really go either way off the back of this call. I did not see a touch at the net, Bruce, so I'm going to take a gander and say that this one's going to stay with Long Beach State.
Beach fans remaining on their feet through most of the pyramid, hoping that it will stay set point for the Beach. Call is about to be in. It's being explained to the official scorers over there right now. And now we get the result. The point stays with Long Beach State. It's an unsuccessful challenge for Hawaii. A big point for the Beach, and it's set point in set 2. Long Beach State hoping to move ahead 2-0. Laurel Barsocchini, the San Jose State transfer, back behind the line, bouncing the ball a couple of times as she's ready to take the serve. Set point in set 2 for the Beach, 24-23. Barsocchini taps the ball on her left hand, now hits it across, controlled by Leva in the back row. Arquette underneath, back set goes to Gunderson. Tip, Barsocchini keeps it up in the air. Collins sets up to the middle for Sheffy, and it's down. Use the left hand to punch it down to the front right corner. Brianne Sheffy has the kill, and the Beach are ahead 2-0.
And how about that? That entire sequence from Laurel Barsocchini in the back row to Maddie Collins putting up the set to Rianne Sheffy putting it down is a combination of 3 players finally getting their shine this season, coming up when the lights are brightest. Long Beach State now up 2-0, They make some big plays down the stretch. They hold off Hawai'i late, and now they're up 2-0.
Rianne Sheffy's fourth kill gives Long Beach a 25-23 set 2 victory. So the Beach will head back to their locker room for a quick talk as they're ahead 2-0 and potentially on the doorstep of a sweep of the Rainbow Wahine here at home.
Big time, and a big timeout as well. These are the big breaks in between sets where coaches get to operate with their teams inside the locker room. You can imagine Robin Amo, who has already had to overcome so much this season through injuries and through this team simply not performing to the level they were expected, is going to be making a few changes in the locker room. We could see a very different Hawai'i and a different lineup entirely when they come out of this timeout.
This is the first of 2 matchups between these 2 squads this season. Long Beach playing here against Hawai'i tonight. They'll end the regular season schedule at Hawai'i on November 22nd. The game will be at 10 p.m. Pacific time as they're on the islands. That's before both teams return back to Long Beach for the Big West Championships from November 26th through 29th. The Big West Championships were held in Irvine last year, but the Beach getting to host, and as they currently stand in second place, Natalie Regan has to feel like there's a good chance for Long Beach to try and win the Big West here on their home floor.
Absolutely, but we know from experience, Bruce, time and time again, with the Big West being a mid-major conference, automatic bids to the NCAA tournament only come if you win the Big West tournament. So the regular season, a chance to work at all the kinks, simply make it to the postseason. That has to be the message for Hawaii, and historically it has not mattered who they play in the tournament or where it's played. They always seem to get the job done. Last year in Irvine, they beat UC Davis in 5 sets, and then Cal Poly in the final. They lost to TCU in that NCAA first round, but this is a team that just needs to make the tournament for Hawaii, and by that time, hopefully have their lineups figured out. Long Beach State, on the other hand, and Natalie Reagan's second season are looking to go further than the first round of the Big West tournament, especially here at home. And in front of such a big crowd, you can imagine that some of these fans will see this volleyball team for the first time and want to come back time and time again as that postseason approaches.
Hawaii has been to the NCAA tourney for 31 consecutive years. Seems like it could be up in the air for that streak to potentially break this season, as Hawaii has dealt with all of his injuries we've already mentioned. They're 6-11 overall and hoping to pull off a reverse sweep here to not move to 6-12. It's the Beach ahead 2-0. We'll be back with set 3 coming up shortly here on 22 West Radio. Here before set 3 gets underway between Long Beach State and Hawaii women's volleyball here at the Walter Pyramid. Bruce Kuntz, JayDe Beaudry bringing it to you on 22 West Radio. We can look around the rest of the Big West, see some of the scores. Only one game has gone final, and it's the most important one for Long Beach State fans as they do their scoreboard watching. UC Davis swept Cal State Bakersfield, so the Aggies remain undefeated in conference play. They're now at 7-0 with their win tonight. The Beach one true game back in the standings of UC Davis, but they also currently lose the tiebreaker to Davis as well, as UC Davis has won the only matchup between the two squads this year. The date to circle on the calendar for Long Beach State will be November 14th when the Aggies come to the Pyramid. That'll be a big game for Long Beach as the current schedule, or as the standings currently stand. It looks like that could be a first place game again.
Yeah, and there's other action around the Big West. Every team is on the floor tonight. Cal Poly about to take set number 2 and go up 2-0 against UC Irvine. CSUN is up 1-0 on UC Riverside. This Hawaii Long Beach State game obviously getting national attention on ESPNU, and Fullerton and Santa Barbara about to have first serve. So all kinds of action around the Big West tonight, but most of the eyes are right here, right now with us. We appreciate you having us with us here as well. All set for set number 3. Could be a crucial one for Long Beach State looking for a sweep.
Hawaii will get the first serve of this third set. Long Beach won set 1 25-16 and then took set 2 25-23. Hawaii looking to avoid a sweep. Victoria Leyva will serve to get the third set underway. The Hawaii libero tosses it up and hits it over. Jelinek controls in the back row. Maxwell ranges back, sets up for King. A dig to the ground for Arquette. Now Hawaii with a left side attack for Reed, dug out by Jelinek. Maxwell underneath. Backside goes over to King. She powers it down. Logan King gets set up twice during that rally. King's second time goes for the kill, and the Beach take the first lead of set 3.
Yeah, that's great work from Logan King, just getting that ball straight down. Once again, the blockers are unable to meet him. That's mostly in part to the work Maddie Maxwell is doing, still shaking the shoulders, still making it difficult to read for those Hawaii middle blockers.
And Jelinek serves this time. True freshman libero. Errant pass, and that'll land. And Jelinek has an ace, as Chalet Reed could not control that one in the back row. Jelinek will head back behind the line after her first ace of the night.
And Jelinek just picks a spot inside the 10-foot line, puts Hawaii under a bit of pressure, walks away with her first acing for the first time since UC Davis.
4 aces apiece for either side tonight. This time Reed controls it. Back set goes to Gunderson, tip of the net, but Agee digs it out anyway. Maxwell goes to Hammaker on the left side, and her attack went right off the antenna. So Hammaker couldn't get that one across. The set was just a little bit offline and close to the antenna, so Hammaker had a tough assignment there to get that one across. It's 2-1 Beach.
Yeah, Sydney Hammaker, we've seen her make some really smart plays tonight, and as a freshman, that's not always easy. She's known for going all power no matter who's in front of her. Starting to switch up her attacks so far in this game. Expect her to be a factor late on here in set 3.
Tyler Reese-Mane serves here for the Fighting Wahine. Maxwell sets up the slide play for Sheffy, and she dunks it right down. Not the usual way you see the slide play run. Sheffy was coming from the left pin and rotating to the middle. Maxwell was moving the other direction, but sets it up on a tee. Sheffy dunks it down, and the Beach are ahead 3-1.
And it was Sydney Hammaker making the fake run, and once again, Hawaii just cannot figure out where this ball's going.
Logan King serves. Leyva controls. Arquette back set. They go to Gunderson. A slide play of their own, and she palms it right into the net. Gunderson had to adjust midair and then can't get it across. The Beach are ahead 4-1.
Yeah, Gunderson needs to really step up here in set number 3. She's going to be getting a lot of sets in the middle as Hawaii try to reset their offense.
Logan King serves again. Leyva pass underneath is Arquette. Sets up left side for Reed. A big swing, and it's powered right off the blockers and over towards the Hawaii bench. That ball got high up in the air, but it's a kill for Chalet Reed.
Chalet Reed, she's used to that kind of pressure. We mentioned earlier how much teams like to throw double and triple blocks in her face just to try to throw her off. Has not been working so far after she turned it up in set number 2. Now she's once again going to take up service responsibilities.
7 kills tonight for Chalet Reed as she's back behind the line. Stands right in front of the sand pit. And she booms it way out of bounds. That ball will bounce over into the sandbar. She was nowhere close there. The 6th service error of the night for Hawaii makes it 5-2 Beach.
Plenty of capable hands over there in the sandbar as well. In between the first and second sets, some Long Beach State alumni honored, and they're all hanging out in the VIP section.
Abby Carrick, Cameron Bacon, 2 of last year's players among those that got recognized. And now Sydney Hammaker gives them an ace. Hammaker booms it over, and Leyva couldn't control it in the back row for Hawaii. The Beach have their second ace of set 3, and it's 6-2.
Long Beach State, after dropping a few points early, has now ripped off a few straight and all starts in service.
Hammaker hits this one into the net. The toss up in the air from her left hand was a little bit out of rhythm with the rest of where she was going. And 6-3 Beach as Hawaii gets the serve. Bree Gunderson bounces the ball in front of her. An Eastern Washington transfer. Hits it over and out of bounds. So the two sides trade service errors, and the Beach move back ahead by 4.
As good as Bree Gunderson is, service is not one of her strengths. She's more of an attacker and blocker. called upon there to just put the ball in play and can't quite get the job done.
Tatum Hoff subs in now, will go behind the line. Natalie Regan delivering some one-on-one instruction for the freshman Izzy Mahaffey after she subbed out. Tatum Hoff serves here, gets it over. It's controlled by Mane. Arquette underneath, sets it over for Dash, but a nice dig by Barsocchini. Left side attack for Elisa Gee. She powers it down, got it through a double block, and a cross-court attack finds the right side of the floor. Elisa Gee has the kill, but it's Laurel Barsocchini that made a great play to keep that point alive.
Give all the credit on that one to Laurel Barsocchini. She was diving at full stretch along the back line, keeps the ball in the air, and a perfect pass up to Maddie Maxwell. Elisa Gee makes no mistake, even with pressure in her face. Long Beach State has continued to roll here in set number 3. They've turned it up a notch as well. They lead an 8-3 here early on.
Beach ahead by 5 here in set 3 and looking for a sweep. We'll be right back here on 22 West Radio. Long Beach ahead 8-3 here in the third set as Hawai'i calls timeout. Tatum Hoff still behind the service line. Long Beach rolling their way through the beginning of this third set, hoping to sweep the Rainbow Wahine right back to the Hawaiian Islands. Tatum Hoff back behind the service line, 5 aces in 7 conference games. She doesn't have one tonight, but 5 aces for the rest of her Long Beach teammates has been a strength tonight for Natalie Regan.
And here's something you don't see too often. All the players on the floor, and they're waiting for the commercial break to finish on ESPNU. Hope this does not ice Tatum Hoff. We know she's got ice in her veins. After a brief pause, now she's ready to serve.
More strict commercial breaks on ESPNU than ESPN Plus, and now Hoff hits it out of bounds along the right side. She rushed herself there, it looked like.
Unfortunate, but now Tatum Hoff will take a seat on the bench, making room for Anna Jelinek to come in serve-receive. So coming out of the timeout, not the ideal first serve.
Adriana Arquette will serve. She's playing center tonight, has also had some time outside this year for Hawai'i. Barsocchini controls. Maxwell goes to Lisa Gee on the left side, who wipes off the block, and she's got a kill. The set was a little high. Gee had the ball back behind her, used her right hand, and really instead of hitting it, just threw the ball right off the blockers and out of bounds. A savvy play from the senior gets the Beach lead back to 5.
Yeah, every once in a while, Lisa
before transferring to the Beach. Maddie Maxwell serves here. Reed controls. They go to the left side for Mane. A nice dig to the floor. Elisa Gee tried to go to another trick in her bag, but that time she just missed it in the front right corner. The Beach lead trimmed down to 4.
And that's something we don't see too often. Elisa Gee missed that shot. She tried to go super hard angle around that double block.
Roll shot just missed. Miyazaki serves. Jelinek pass. Maxwell goes in the middle for Thomas, and she hit it out of bounds without a touch. The Beach players already gesturing over towards the bench, saying there might have been one, but Natalie Regan will elect not to challenge. Regan claps her hands together and gets her squad back in rhythm. Here's Barsocchini with a pass. Maxwell underneath, sets it up towards Gee. Tried to wipe off the block, but it's still up in the air. Maxwell goes to Gee, right side attack again, and Elisa Gee has another kill. She's playing well here in this third set. Her third kill within the last 5 points. Elisa Gee will head behind the line as she now leads the Beach with 9 kills on the night.
Excellent work from Elisa Gee. She goes around the block, inches away from the pin, still able to find some floor.
Beach ahead 10-6. Gee serves out of bounds this time. Tried to go cross court. She was serving from the left side of the line. Tried to go to the right side on the Hawai'i side of the net, but just missed the line. It's 10-7 Beach as the libero for Hawaii, Victoria Leiva, will serve. Leiva hits it into the net, so both teams have lost their rhythm from behind the line a bit here in this third set. 8th service error of the night for Hawaii, and the Beach are ahead 11-7.
Victoria Leiva, the sophomore libero and defensive specialist, just has not been able to weather the tide for Hawaii. Those service errors continuing to pile up.
Anna Jelinek serves for the Beach. The pass from Reed. Set goes up to the right side from Mane. She hit it out of bounds, and there was no tip at the net from Sydney Hamaker, who provided the pressure on the attack. Nice defense there at the net, and she hits it out of bounds. 12-7 now the score.
Yeah, and Hawaii not hitting at a super impressive clip at the moment either, but that can't be faulted to Adriana Arquette, who has been the primary setter tonight for Hawaii and who's already put up some really impressive performances this season. She's got 2 triple doubles to her name. That's right, triple doubles. She's registered double-digit kills, assists, and digs in 2 games this season. She got the first triple double since 2018 in Hawaii's program history, and then followed that up less than 2 weeks later with another triple double. Tonight, 22 assists and 6 digs on her way to a possible double-double, but her attackers have not been able to help her out in any way. And the officials taking a look at something on the big board right now as both teams are in huddle.
Hawaii challenged that last play. They're asking for a tip at the net. As we said, it was Sydney Hamaker who was up there providing the pressure on the attack from Tyler Reese-Mane. The ball floated way out of bounds, so we'll see if there was a tip that helped it. It wasn't even close to landing on the floor. During this review, Long Beach's bench trying to start a dance battle. Hawaii not receptive to it, so some disappointed faces on the Long Beach bench. We've seen that start to become their trademark. After the review, it is a successful challenge for the Rainbow Wahine. There was a tip from Sydney Hamaker before that ball went out of bounds. So the score will now move to 11-7, or 11-8, excuse me. The Beach lead down to 3.
Long Beach has seen this lead dwindle just a bit, but we know that this bench, with all their dance moves, getting the pyramid involved, and now the wave is going around the Walter Pyramid. So this crowd is getting into it too, Bruce. This Long Beach State team looking to ride that wave of energy through set number 3.
The wave, a Southern California sports staple. Pretty good one going in the pyramid right now.
They're on round 3.
Serving is Tyler Reese-Mane. The wave continues as the point begins. Pass for McGee is over, and it's slammed right down. A kill for Charlene Reed as McGee couldn't keep that one on the Beach side of the net in serve-receive. Reed takes advantage for a kill, and Hawaii is within 2.
Hawaii continues to trim the lead, and the wave has died down. 4 impressive rounds around the pyramid, though. These fans getting in it, getting active, trying to keep Long Beach State in the lead.
2,576 in attendance in the pyramid tonight. Mane serves again. This time it's out of bounds. Not only missed the back line, but even got behind the big all-caps Beach lettering behind it. So an easy read for the Beach that time to let it go. It's 12-9 as Logan King heads behind the line. She works fast. So Hawaii is going to make a sub here before King immediately launches into action.
Yeah, very smart. Just to slow down Logan King's momentum tonight. 8 kills already.
As soon as the whistle blows, here she goes. Errant pass from Reed. Second touch has to go from Leiva. Reed left side attack. Blocked right down. It's a roof for Rianne Sheffy. Maddie Maxwell also in the area, but Sheffy catches it clean. It's the Beach who came into tonight with the top 2 blockers in the Big West. Nico Thomas had 82 total blocks. Rianne Sheffy had 69, first and second place respectively. Sheffy picks up a big one there. Reed controls the serve from King. Reed left side attack. King dig, but the Beach cannot get there in time. Natalie Regan had to get out of the way as Izzy Mahaffey dove right at her feet. But it's 13-10 now on the kill from Reed.
Well, Logan King was already eyeing up the set she was going to get from Maddie Maxwell. Took her eye off the ball momentarily, and at Koreans cross court. Now Shadley Reed with a chance to serve. She's already been dangerous behind the line tonight.
Reed bounces the ball in front of her. Now tosses it high in the air. A velocity serve here, but Agee controls it. Hamaker can't get there in time, though. It was an out-of-rhythm attack. The Beach with a miscommunication. Maxwell tried to go quick on the set, but Hamaker wasn't up yet. So the ball just falls to the ground. Attacking error there trims the lead to 2. Reed serves again. She's got 9 kills tonight. booms it over. Jelinek controls. Maxwell back set. Goes to Logan King, who powers it down. Reed went down to the ground trying to dig it out, but deflects it right into the crowd. Logan King from behind the 10-foot line gets the kill, and there was another nice deke, that time from Sheffy, running the fake slide play to open up some space for King.
Yeah, we know these middles go to work so often and do this every single game, but tonight it just seems to be making more of an impact. Hawaii has not been able to read Logan King all night long.
14-11 Long Beach. Sydney Hamaker serves this time, and Leyva controls. Arquette dunks it across. Nobody expected that one, as Arquette has the kill. Adriana Arquette pulled out the Maddie Maxwell move that time, used both hands to dunk it over, and the Beach weren't ready.
Yeah, we talked about how good Adriana Arquette has been this season when she's been called upon, moving out of the setter's position onto the outside, bringing some of that attacking prowess now into set number 3.
Hawaii will serve, subbing in as Leilani Lopez. First time we've seen her tonight, and she serves it out of bounds. Lopez is a Cal State Fullerton transfer, her first season with the Rainbow Wahine. She's going to sub right back out now after the service error. Bree Gunderson comes back in.
Leilani Lopez, some Long Beach connections beyond her Fullerton career. Her sister Calif played volleyball for Long Beach State, and her father Derek also played baseball for the Dirtbags.
Lopez's mother played volleyball for Hawaii, so all kinds of connections between these two schools for Lopez. Tatum Hoff subs in to serve. Here's the attack from Dash, dug out by Barsokini. Maxwell sets up a gi on the left side. She tips it over. The pass goes right back across the net as there was a collision on the Hawaii side. Now Maddie Maxwell tried to dunk it across on the second touch, and she hit it right into the net. Might not have been the best play there, as Hawaii was still scrambling to get back set up. When Lisa Gee looked like she had some space on the left side, but Maxwell tries to go for the left-handed slam and puts it into the net.
And Victoria Leyva a little shaken up. She had a collision going down to chase the ball, and the officials checking in on her, making sure she's okay before this next point.
She does have a smile on her face as she looks like she contorts that left hip a little bit, but she appears to be okay. Tyler Rees-Mane will sub in here for the Rainbow Wahine. Kahea Morawaki heads back to the bench.
We're also seeing the first action of the night for sophomore outside hitter Raven Dash, who did not appear in the last game against UC Santa Barbara, but has been called upon at times this season in her sophomore year.
Adriana Arquette serves. Barsokini to the ground on the pass to Maxwell. Maxwell goes quick to the middle for Thomas. It's blocked, but Barsokini keeps it up. Now it's a gi from the left side. Through a double block, a tip, but kept up in the air. Now on left side attack, they go to Dash. King with a dig. Maxwell underneath. Goes to a gi. Big swing, but a nice dig by Leyva. A bump set from Arquette. Now it's a free ball for Hawaii. Barsokini, Maxwell right at the net. Quick to the middle for Thomas, who brings it right down to the cheers from the Pyramid crowd. A big kill from the middle blocker spot for Nico Thomas, and the Beach are back ahead by 3.
Raven Dash gets her first swing of the match, but cannot put it away, and that gives Long Beach a chance to run the offense. Nico Thomas splits a double block right through the two outstretched hands, able to get another kill, and Long Beach continues to lead here in set 3, up 16-13.
Maddie Maxwell serving for Long Beach State. Maxwell with 23 assists tonight. Her serve tips the tape, but stays up in the air for Hawaii. They go to Dash on the right side. A nice dig by Mahaffey, and the Beach managed to keep it up. A deflection from Thomas. They free ball. Another attack from the middle, and a roof. Sylvester cannot get it by Nico Thomas. What a play that time from the Beach. They had to scramble to free ball it over, and then as Hawaii was right in system, Nico Thomas denies the attack at the net.
And the Long Beach bench is hitting the gritty. The Nico Thomas special up there with Logan King. Another big denial. Long Beach looking to break it open now in set 3.
17-13, Maddie Maxwell serves again, controlled by Reed. They go to the middle for Sylvester, but Elise Agee digs it out. Maxwell goes to King on the right side, tried to wipe off the block. It's blocked. Now Agee from the 10-foot line, roll shot, tip of the net, kept up in the air by Leyva. They go to the middle for Sylvester. Another block from Thomas, but it's still up in the air on the Beach side. Maxwell back set to King, blocked, and it will land out of bounds. Nice job from Logan King to put just enough on that one to get it to go onto the other side of the court, off the block, and land just out of bounds. Hawaii will call timeout now as the Beach will head to their huddle ahead by 5.
Volleyball, much like basketball, Bruce, is a game of runs, and Long Beach State is on a run right now. And it starts once again with their blocking. Nico Thomas has made big plays, and it frees up the rest of the offense to do their jobs as well. A 3-0 scoring run into this timeout for Long Beach State, and Hawaii have not been able to compete all night long. This could be the final nail in the coffin coming out of this timeout.
The Beach ahead by 5 and 7 points away from a sweep over the Rainbow Wahine. So the Beach and Natalie Regan will look to close this thing out coming out of the timeout next on 22 West Radio. 18-13, Long Beach State ahead of Hawaii here in the third set. Long Beach looking to close this thing out in a 3-set sweep over the Rainbow Wahine. We've talked about it plenty in the broadcast, but Hawaii was picked to finish first in the Big West preseason poll, has sustained plenty of injuries that have thrown their season off track, but Hawaii having lost 3 matches in a row coming in tonight, in danger of falling to a 4th straight loss.
If Long Beach State can hold on in set number 3, be the first sweep since 2023 and only the 2nd sweep in history between these two teams on that night in 2023 in the Walter Pyramid. Abby Carrick, 13 kills. Cameron Bacon, 6 kills. Elisa Gee, 6 kills as well tonight. Bacon and Carrick in the building once again. This could be a historic night for Long Beach State volleyball.
Logan King leading the way with 10 kills. It's Maddie Maxwell serving, 24 assists to her name so far, alongside 3 aces. This time Reed keeps it up. They go to the middle. A tip at the net from Thomas, still up in the air. Mahaffey bumps it, but the Beach will have to free ball it over. Here's a set from Arquette. They go to dash on the left side, and that'll be a kill. Got a tip from Logan King at the net before the ball careens out of bounds towards the sandbar. Hawaii with a big kill there to cut the deficit to 4.
Another note about Raven Dash. She was first brought into action after Stella Adeyemi's injury and just could not fill the shoes. Had some negative hitting performances and, like we said, did not appear in the last game. Picks up her first kill now.
JC Miyazaki serves. Barsukini controls. They go to the middle for Thomas, but she hits it out of bounds without a touch from Hawaii. Thomas tried to go for the right side of the floor, but missed it that time. Hawaii back-to-back points. They are within 3, and Long Beach will call timeout.
Yeah, and why not? Long Beach went on a run of their own. They can't afford to let Hawaii get back into it. Hawaii has not pulled off a reverse sweep this season. They have already dropped 2 sets so far tonight, and they're not going to go down without a fight, that's for sure. They've got 4 hitters now with 5 or more kills. Both offenses have been very balanced, spreading the well tonight, Bruce, but Long Beach State looking to come out the victors, just needing a few more points here in set 3.
After this match, Long Beach will hit the road for just a 1-game road trip. They'll be at CSUN on next Thursday. That game will start at 6 p.m., and then they'll return back to the Pyramid on Saturday, 8 days from now, to play Cal State Bakersfield. So those will be the next 2 matches before we move into November. This conference schedule moving along quickly. Can't believe we're already more than halfway through this Long Beach State women's volleyball season. This has been a team that has garnered plenty of interest around the community. Last night's game was the first in a long time, nearly a month, that the Beach had just barely less than 1,000 people in attendance here. But it's been a lot of community attention for this Long Beach State team that might have a chance to win the Big West.
Yeah, Long Beach Nation has really shown out at every single game, and you hear from Coach Reagan after every matchup just how much it means to her that this community is showing up to support winning volleyball. There's a huge presence in the Long Beach State women's volleyball community down here in Long Beach State. By playing good volleyball, by getting wins, by stacking wins, they're really creating something special inside the Walter Pyramid, and heading into the second half of the Big West schedule, Bruce, I'm excited to see what they can continue to build. Natalie
Regan operates with that all-in, ball-out mentality. That's the slogan of this team. It's been an interesting and exciting operation to watch so far this year. Both teams are heading back out on the floor here after the Long Beach State timeout. It's 18-15, another longer timeout due to the national TV audience here. But it's Hawaii serving out of the break. Miyazaki puts it over and out of bounds. Barsukini lets it go in the back row. The Beach back ahead by 4.
Yeah, that's exactly what Long Beach State was looking for out of the timeout. Just throw Hawaii off in service. Now 11 service errors on night. That is not a winning formula for the Rainbow Wahine.
Elisa Gee serving for the Beach. The senior leader puts it over. It's controlled by Leva. Now backside goes to a right side attack, but it's out of bounds from Mane. No touch from the Beach blockers, and Long Beach is now 5 points away from a victory.
Tyler Reese-Mane has been set quite a bunch tonight, but only has 6 kills to show for it. Started off hot, but has cooled down as this game has gone on.
And Lisa Gee serves again for the Beach. 20-15 the score. Gee puts it over. Leva passes up in the air. Arquette goes to the outside for Reed, but is dug out by Mahaffey. Now right at the net. Maxwell kept it alive, and Mahaffey put it over. Another left side attack for Reed. She elevates, but it's dug out by Maxwell. Bump set from Mahaffey over to the right side. Logan King puts it over, but it's dug out by Miyazaki. They go to Reed for a 3rd time on the left. It's blocked and down to the ground on the Beach side. They just got up there and caught a piece of it, and nobody able to get underneath for Long Beach State. The kill, 3rd time the charm for Chalet Reed, and Hawaii's within 4.
And Chalet Reed has now hit double-digit kills, and she does it with the deftest of touches right off the hands of Nico Thomas.
Victoria Leva to serve for Hawaii. She hits it over. Jelinek with a pass in the back row. Maxwell back set goes to King. Tips it right off the blockers. It's still up in the air, though. Reed with another attack. Tip the net. Jelinek keeps it up. McGee calls it off. Sets up Hammaker. Left side attack. Goes down to the ground. A block for Gunderson and Mane. Double block there for Hawai'i. The ball stayed up in the air, but Thomas couldn't keep it up in the air. King in the area as well. Hawai'i wins back-to-back points, and they've trimmed the deficit to 3.
Yeah, scary times for Long Beach State. They need to put something together on offense right here, right now. It all starts with a pass.
Leyva serves again for Hawai'i. Hammaker uses the overhand pass to keep it up. Set goes right back to her. Tip at the net, but Leyva with another nice dig. Go to the middle for Gunderson. Nice dig by Maxwell. Hammaker fade away. Dug out by Leyva. They set up Reed on the left side. She tried to wipe off the block, but she couldn't get a piece of it as she hits it out of bounds. An attacking error from Hawai'i gets Long Beach the serve back with a 4-point lead.
And it's great work from Sydney Hammaker off of that first serve, settling the offense down, able to put some solid swings together. She doesn't get the kill in the end, but Sydney Hammaker has been targeted so much in service this year, and tonight is living up to the hype.
Izzy Mahaffey serving now for the Beach, the true freshman out of Arizona. Long Beach 4 points away from a match victory over Hawai'i. Mahaffey serves it into the net this time. Might have short-armed it a little bit there. The 6th service error of the night for Long Beach State trims the deficit back down to 3.
Yeah, Hawai'i is still hanging around here in set 3. Their bench just has not really offered a lot of energy. Hawai'i has not done too much to make this place their home, but still, they find themselves in it down the stretch.
Kahea Moriwaki serving here for Hawai'i. Freshman defensive specialist hits it over. A Gee pass up to Maxwell right at the net. She keeps it on the side, but Sheffy's attack gets dug out. They go to Reed on the left side. Big swing and an even bigger roof. Logan King and Rianne Sheffy double block right there to deny the attack from Reed. A huge stuff gets the Beach bench involved. They're praying down on their knees towards Logan King, and she'll head behind the service line with the Beach ahead by 4.
Logan King double-digit kills tonight, and now a big block. She just cuts off the pin.
King serves quickly. Reed controls. Underneath Arquette, back set goes over to Gunderson, and King can't dig it out. That one will go over towards the front row of the crowd. It's a kill for Bree Gunderson. Hawai'i not going away here in set 3. It's 22-19 Long Beach.
Hawai'i not going away, but they are running out of time to make a run. Long Beach needing just 3 more points. You're starting to see some stress creep into the Walter Pyramid.
Shale Reed serving. The true freshman has been a standout tonight for Hawai'i. She serves it across the tape this time. McGee keeps it up. The Beach have to push it across.
Oh!
And Sheffy has the kill. Used the offhand. Was not an in-system attack by any stretch of the imagination, but Hawai'i was caught sleeping in the back row. Leyva was not there to cover, and Rianne Sheffy has a kill with her left hand.
How in the world did Long Beach keep that in the air? And then Hawai'i on the other side, how did they not dig it out? Long Beach was way out of system. Sheffy just puts it into the campfire, and Hawai'i is feeling the fire. They're feeling the pressure. The Beach just 2 points away.
Laurel Barsocchini, the San Jose State transfer, serving here for Long Beach State. She tosses the ball in her left hand, now hits it over with her right. Leyva controls underneath Arquette. Back set to Gunderson. Dug out by Agee as she went to the ground. Here's King on the attack. Dug out back row by Reed. They go over to Dash on the left side. King keeps it up in the air. Agee bump set goes back across the net. Dash put it down, but the Beach keep it up. King pass goes over to Agee. Left side roll shot. Dug out by Leyva as she went to the ground. Set goes to Gunderson in the middle. Tip up in the air. Barsocchini passes to Maxwell. Maxwell goes to the left side for Agee.
Yes!
She powers it down. Elise Agee with a big swing, and that'll bring the Pyramid fans back up on their feet. It's match point, 24-19 off the kill from Agee.
Oh yes, Bruce. Elise Agee goes straight down and brings the Pyramid to its feet. It's match point.
24-19, match point for the Beach, looking to sweep Hawai'i. It's Laurel Barsocchini behind the line. A couple of great digs from her on the match tonight. She'll look to end it. 24-19, match point for the Beach. She puts it across. Leyva controls a high pass from Dash up towards the net. Attack gets tipped up in the air. Beach have a chance here. Maxwell goes to Agee on the left side, and she dunks it down. Elise Agee used the open hand, slams it right down into the floor, and the Beach have won it in a straight sweep over Hawai'i. 25-19 in set 3. The Beach take the match.
The Beach control from start to finish. They had to come back in set 2, but how about those final few points, Bruce? Long Beach State just puts Hawai'i under constant pressure. They ripped the last 3 points in a row off the Rainbow Wahine, and it comes from all sides of the floor. A complete performance tonight from Long Beach State in front of a huge crowd. This is a big-time result. This is what winning volleyball looks like. This is what Long Beach State volleyball looks like. such a pleasure to call this team week in, week out when they put in performances like this.
Long Beach shows out on national television in the ESPNU game. The Beach show up and sweep Hawaii on their home floor. The Beach here at the Pyramid win it 3-0. The first set was 25-16, second set 25-23, third set 25-19 as the Beach win in a straight sweep over the Rainbow Wahine. Long Beach improves to 7-1 in conference play, 14-5 overall on the season. Hawaii drops to 6-12, 2-5 in conference play as Hawaii loses their fourth in a row.
Yeah, and for Long Beach State, the box score is impressive, but beyond that, it's the way they played tonight. They came off of 3 straight performances where they didn't play their best volleyball, but tonight they were back under control. They hit consistently. Maddie Maxwell found her groove once again. Elisa Gee and Logan King both get double-digit kills. Rhiann Sheffy, Sydney Hammaker put up 6 apiece. Really, this is an entire team performance, one we've been waiting to see for a while now. Long Beach State, even when they don't play their best, play great volleyball, but when they are at their best, it is beautiful to watch.
Big performance from Long Beach State tonight. They sweep Hawaii, and Lisa Geen leads the way with 11 kills. Logan King in the double digits again with 10. Maddie Maxwell shakes off the rust that she had last night, comes back with 27 assists as she leads the offense to a sweep tonight, and the Beach take it in a straight sweep over the Fighting Wahine. That'll do it for us here at the Walter Pyramid. The Beach win again, and they're still in second place in the Big West. For JayDe Beaudry next to me and the rest of our 22 West sports crew scattered around the Pyramid, I'm Bruce Kuntz. This has been Long Beach State Women's Volleyball on 22 West Radio. We'll be back on the air on Sunday at noon for Beach Women's Soccer, and our next Beach Women's Volleyball broadcast will be next Saturday at 6 as Bakersfield comes to the Pyramid. Thank you again for tuning into this one tonight.